Hey guys, welcome to another stone energy video. In this video I'm going to talk about the stones that help with the heart chakra or energy center. As you may see on the table here, there's a lot of stones here, and honestly there should be more, because the thing with the heart energy center is that the heart, or the heart chakra, you know, whatever terms you want to, whatever terminology you want to use to call it. The thing with the heart is that there are so many different frequencies that emanate from the heart. It's the most diverse energy center in our body. It's the most diverse chakra in our body. Many different frequencies. It's not just love, you know. It's the heart has so much more. It puts out so much more, and because of that, there's a lot of stones that assist in everything that the heart does metaphysically. So here you have a whole table of stones, and all these stones assist a certain frequency that emanates from the heart in one way or another. And yeah, you know, I should have more, but this is, you know, I'm just taking what I have in my personal collection and you know, showing you guys what's going to help with it. As always, I like to just talk about how to feel stone energy before we start, and the quickest and easiest way to feel stone energy is to kind of pick up a stone, any stone, you know, and hold it with your fingertips. And when you do that, you just kind of relax, take a deep breath, relax, and let the energy flow inside of you. You have to allow it. You have to be relaxed, and you have to allow it to flow inside of you, and then just see what you feel. This is Rubellite quartz, which is basically ruby tourmaline, red tourmaline, embedded inside a quartz crystal matrix from Brazil. It's a great heart stone. It's a lot of love, but it also, because of the quartz, it also helps your head, your pineal and your clarity. So there's that, and I'll be doing the stone series, kind of, you know, like what stones are good for this energy center, etc. I've done one with the pineal gland, which I'll link below, and also I did a video a couple years ago on how to feel stone energy, which I'll have in the link, which I'll have in the descriptions below, if you guys want to check that out. But we're gonna go ahead and start now with this video, which is stones that assist with the heart metaphysically. The metaphysical energy of these stones all assist with the heart. So I'll wait for the truck to pass. I guess I can start on this side right here. Screen of Aventurine. I'm gonna start with these three stones. These three stones are really pretty. One of my personal favorites here is this blue lace agate. I mean, beautiful stone. And next to her you have Larimar, a nice little slab of Larimar. And then next to that you have a chunk of Aquamarine. Now, what did these three stones all have in common? Well, they're calming, right? They're very calming, relaxing stones. It's kind of like taking your energy and just kind of spreading it out and relaxing you, like being on a still lake in a mountain, you know. And they also give you a little bit of hope. These two frequencies of calming and relaxation, this light blue color, and also hope, the frequency of hope, of having hope, you know, being hopeful, that all comes from the heart. That all emanates from the heart chakra, the heart energy center. So when you hold on to these, and you're having a stressful day or whatever, you know, it's nice. It calms you down. It relaxes you, and not only that, it gives you a little bit of hope. You know, some people need, you know, this more than others. It's just nice to have anyway. And Aquamarine, Larimar, and blue lace agate, these three pretty much do the same as far as metaphysically speaking, but I found that one has a little bit more hope than the other. Aquamarine carries a little bit more of the hope frequency. For me, it carries more of the hope frequencies. Larimar is a lot more calming and relaxing for me. So that's that. And these are beautiful stones. Let me set this one down. And then you have, next to them, you have this chunk, this beautiful chunk. Now this is an interesting stone right here. This is green garnet. Green garnet. May or may not have heard of green garnet. The red garnet is really, you know, popular, is well known, and I have a piece of the red garnet right here too, in this little heart-shaped tray that I'm going to show you guys. Green garnet is very interesting. Green garnet is about healing. It's like it solidifies your heart, right? Like garnet. Garnet is all about solidifying the heart and your core energy center, meaning your Kundalini, you know, the energy stream that flows up and down your spine. But also because it's green garnet is also quite healing, physically healing, and it's just nice. It's so, I mean, it's so beautiful, and it's just a nice addition I like to throw out there because it's not very common of a stone to have. Now over here, these are two of my favorite stones for the heart. This one especially. This is a cabochon or cabochon. It's intended for jewelry purposes. You know, you're supposed to set it inside something like silver and make a pendant out of it. But I have it just in this raw form here. Well, this is polished. This is Rhodonite. Rhodonite is so nice for the heart. And for heart-centered people, I highly, highly, highly recommend Rhodonite, because Rhodonite, see the pink and the black? The pink crystals in Rhodonite, that's all compassion. That has the energies of compassion and a little bit of love, and it helps your heart flow with compassion and love. But the black is fortitude. It's like black onyx energy. Black onyx is all about core strength, fortitude, etc., etc. And what it basically does is it helps your heart flow with compassion and love while remaining your strength, while remaining, you know, while keeping your fortitude. And that's important because the heart energy center is one of the only ones that can be hurt. So if you want to be open, you know, and send a lot of love everywhere, you still have to be protected. You still have to be strong, you know, in your core. You have to be fortified, and that's what Rhodonite does. It gives you both the best of both worlds. That's why it's so nice. And I'll give you another example of a Rhodonite with, see this little piece right here. This is a lot less pink and a lot more black. Typically they grade the quality of Rhodonite by how much pink it has. So the more pink crystals, the higher the quality, you know, triple, quadruple, A+++, whatever. The black, quality wise, as far as the, you know, gym institutes are concerned, is lesser quality. Well, metaphysically, we see it differently metaphysically, because metaphysically it just means that when you see more black, it just means that there's more fortitude than the compassion. So if your heart is hurting, if you're emotionally distressed, whatever, you know, something just happened and you're not really in the best place with your heart, I would go with a piece of Rhodonite that has more black, like that one, and it still has the pink. If you can see here, it still has the pink. So you still get the compassion frequencies, but you get more of the solidifying your heart, which is what you might need at the moment. So there's that. Moving on, we have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gem quality piece of Rhodochorsite. I mean, just look at that, guys. Amazing. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous stone. And if you hold this up to the light, oh man, it's beautiful. Rhodochorsite is another wonderful, wonderful, wonderul stone that helps with your heart energy. And Rhodochorsite is a lot more of the compassion frequencies. It's a lot more like compassion and love, but also it stimulates your mind. It also helps your mind. So it opens up the frequencies of compassion and love, and gives you clarity in your head. You know, kind of like clear quartz, but a little bit different. But it stimulates the mind. The energy goes into your head, which is very, very, very interesting, because it helps both it helps both energy centers, you know, like it gives you a lot of love and compassion, but also gives you clarity in your head, kind of gets the energy flowing in your mind. So that's really cool. And Rhodochorsite, this one's from Argentina, I believe. Beautiful, beautiful stone. Oh, lovely stuff. I cannot get more. I mean, this is hard to find. The quality, a nice slab like this, you know, this is polished. They cut it and polish it. The edges are raw. It's hard to find a nice slab like this. So I love this stuff. Absolutely. It's like a slice of watermelon or something. Moving on. This right here. This is Kunzite. Pink Kunzite. Kunzite comes in different colors, pink, purple. Typically, the more deeper, the more vivid the color, the higher the quality. This one is pink. Kunzite is similar to the Rhodochorsite. It's gives you a lot of compassion, but Kunzite actually focuses more in the head. It gives you a little bit more clarity. Helps your heart kind of just open up a little bit. Helps your heart energy flow, but it gives you more clarity. I thought I'd just put that out there because the Kunzite, there's a cousin of Kunzite called Hiddenite. It's in the same mineral category right here. This is a Hiddenite, and Hiddenite is a lot more spiritual healing. Now, like I said, the heart carries many different frequencies, and we just went through, for the most part, the calming ones and the ones with love and compassion. Well, lime green and dark green is also coming from the heart, and lime green, the frequency of lime green is spiritual healing. That's what this stone is. And darker green, like this garnet, it's more physical healing. So Hiddenite is like a cousin of Kunzite, in the same mineral category. Hiddenite is all about spiritual healing, high vibration kind of stuff going on there. Spiritual healing stones are great when you're kind of feeling down and out, and you just need some uplifting. It helps you heal spiritually. And moving on here, this is ruby tourmaline, Rubellite quartz. You know, I spoke about this for a quick brief minute, using this as an example on how to feel stone energy. Rubellite quartz is awesome. It's a lot of love, like I said, and the quartz matrix helps your head see with clarity, your pineal gland, etc. This is great for people. So is Rhodochorsite, and so is Kunzite. These three stones are great for people that have a strong pineal and a strong heart. Wonderful stones. Now, red aventurine. Red aventurine is so lovely. You know, it's a fairly common stone. It comes from India, and I don't really usually see them in bigger sizes like this, like a wand. Usually I see them in a small cabochon size. Red aventurine is very nice with the heart. It's like an activator. It just gets everything flowing. It gets the heart flowing and going, and just all the frequencies, particularly the ones with love and compassion, more so than the others. It kind of gets them putting out more, and just kind of gets your heart energy flowing a little bit better overall. So it's a great activator stone for the heart. And here you have a piece of, it's like a wand just like the other one, but you see it broke when I dropped it, so I have the other half, but I figured I might as well just, you know, show you guys this half. This is green aventurine. Same stone from India, all part of the whole aventurine family. Green aventurine is all spiritual healing, right? It's a very spiritual healing stone, and it activates the heart in the sense of the spiritual healing frequencies. So red aventurine, you know, puts out the love and the compassion, and green aventurine is all about spiritual healing. So moving on to I guess we can do this one. This is a apophyllite from India again. This is green apophyllite. This beautiful little cluster bar type of thing I got going here. Green apophyllite. Apophyllite itself is typically clear, right? Apophyllite comes in a clear variation. It's like a clear. It looks like a clear crystal, but green apophyllite is very spiritual healing. Now, apophyllite itself is a very high vibration stone, like selenite. So when you have it in a green form like this, it's not only high vibration, it's also very spiritual healing. So it's very uplifting. It's a very, very uplifting energy, and so it's nice to have, you know, again, when you need the spiritual healing frequencies, similar to the green Aventurine, which is what I was saying. It's like a spiritual healing, but green Aventurine is actually more like spiritual enlightening, kind of spirit enlightening energy. And also, green Aventurine helps all your energies flow from the heart and throughout the body. Just wanted to point that out there. I kind of forgot about it. So now moving on here to this big chunk. You know, when you see this right here, orange calcite is what this is. It's like funny because the first thing people think in their head is like, ooh, I want to take a bite. You know, like a slice of orange or something. And I do. I mean, like, I look at this. It's so nice, right? I mean, you just can't resist. Like, I just really want to just like take a bite out of this, but you're gonna break your teeth. But it's beautiful. It's orange calcite. Orange calcite is also a heart stone, and it has the frequencies of happiness, joy, and compassion. It's like a happy heart type of feeling with orange calcite. You know, like somebody that's just really happy, jubilant, whatever you call it. This orange calcite has those frequencies, so it can really get you, you know, get you flowing with a bunch of joy and just like happiness. Great for people that need some more of that in their life, and also great for people that already have it, and it gives you more. So not bad both ways. Not bad at all. It's a great stone, and beautiful stone, and also it's fairly common stone, I would say. Like, it's nice. Now I'm gonna move on to this stand, this beautiful slab right here. This is called ruby fuchsite. Now, let me set this down here. The stand's kind of weird. Okay. Ruby fuchsite. So the fuchsite is actually the green that you see here, and the ruby are the little pieces of red. That's ruby from India. Fuchsite by itself, it balances and fortifies your core energy, and the energies flowing into it. It gives you stability. It's like metaphysical stability. Now then you have ruby mixed into it. Ruby is heart. Ruby is like love, right? A strong love. So you get the balance of you get the balance and fortified core, but then you also get love flowing into your heart. That's what makes ruby fuchsite so wonderful for the heart. Balance, stability, and love. You know, you can have all the love without the up and downs of you know, emotional instability, etc. Fuchsite helps you with the stability. It's a beautiful slab. You know, I had one like this. See both sides. Both sides. It's like this beautiful pattern. It's like a Van Gogh Starry Night painting. I don't know. I had one and I sold it, and this is the only other one I have. It's beautiful, and it's hard to find in nice slabs, and it's great for display. I just have this kind of like a not so good stand for it, but if you find a nice stand, you can display it really nicely. Okay. Oh, it's getting a little bit cloudy here. I hope the lighting's okay. Oh, never mind. It's been raining, you know, so. Now this, moving on here, before I get into this little tray, beautiful little heart tray, this is a piece of rose quartz. Now this is not a common, typical piece of rose quartz. This rose quartz is called celestial rose quartz, and it grows in these rose like petals type of formation. It's really beautiful. I mean, typically rose quartz, and I don't have the common pieces anymore. I used to. It's like a chunk, you know, like a chunk of quartz, and it just got the rosy pink color to it. That's a very typical common rose quartz. It's found all over the place. You can get them anywhere. This stuff you can't really find. You can't really find this stuff. It's you may find it, but it's rare, and you know. But I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to bring out rose quartz. Now it's getting a little bit cloudy. Yeah. Rose quartz is Now, there's a lot of things about. People say a lot about rose quartz, right? People say a lot about how it's, you know, good for the heart. It promotes love. It does this, does that, etc. Blah blah blah. Actually, what it really does, and why I recommend people stay away from it, unless you're under certain circumstances, is that all rose quartz does metaphysically, energetically, is it takes your frequencies, whatever you have in your heart, right? Whatever emotions, feelings, and it amplifies them. That's it. It doesn't promote love. It doesn't really. It just amplifies. Now, the energy is, when I look at the energy metaphysically, it's beautiful. But it doesn't go out. It does. You know, it's not like a piece of ruby here. Whoops. Or Rhodochorsite, or, you know, Rhodonite. All it does is amplify what you already have. So if you can imagine somebody that's going through a hard time, you know, emotionally unstable, maybe just had a breakup with somebody, I don't know, right? Going through a hard time, and then somebody comes by and says, hey, you know, you're going through a hard time, let me give you a piece of rose quartz. What that's going to do is it's going to make them even more emotional. It's going to make them even more, you know, kind of on edge. So that's why I don't really recommend this. The only circumstance I'd recommend this for people is when you have a couple that are, you know, stable and really, you know, kind of in love with each other, etc., feeling each other and really enjoy each other. Then I would say, okay, give them a piece of rose quartz, you know. But that's it. And so, but this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. I mean, this, you don't find this anywhere, and when you do, it's quite rare. So, yeah, celestial rose quartz. I have a humongous sphere, a huge sphere of rose quartz that I'm selling now. And also, there's pieces on this table that are for sale on my Etsy shop, but which I'll have a link below as well. But I don't have the small chunks, like the raw form, the typical stuff that everybody, you see. Okay, so that's for last. We're gonna get into these stones now in this little tray here. It's a nice little, I figure I might as well bring this out. I bought this tray a long time ago. It's a little heart-shaped tray. Here I have 4 stones in here. I'm gonna start with this one. This one, you guys all probably know. It's Carnelian. Carnelian is like passion, right? Passion and heart, and just kind of like fiery passion. Carnelian is great. I do enjoy Carnelian. Carnelian is like, passion is wonderful. Passion, it's like drive and the motivation and the drive to keep going, right? Carnelian has that passion frequency, but it can, you can get kind of out of hand with that if you don't have fortitude. So Carnelian stimulates your passion, stimulates your kind of like it's kind of aggressive, it's fiery, it's aggressive, it's like party time, yeah, but it all comes from the heart, this energy. And what I recommend is, like, if you guys, for people that need a little bit of like stimulation as far as like getting going, right, having drive, having motivation, maybe you want to get a project started, like, get a piece of Carnelian, get your passion flowing. It can get a little aggressive, and it can be an issue if you don't also have fortitude with it. So if you need a kickstart, in terms of passion and your creativity, etc., I would say get a piece of Carnelian. But just remember, it can get aggressive. It's like aggressive, fiery energy. So, moving on. Here's a little piece of ruby. Now we talked about ruby in the ruby fouchite that you see right here. Believe it or not, ruby is actually the most powerful heart energy frequency, with both solidarity, right? It solidifies, but it also lets the heart flow with love. So it has the frequencies of love, and it's one of the most powerful ones. It solidifies your heart a little bit, but it lets it flow with love. It's just like a really strong stone that promotes a lot of love, and ruby is the most powerful, I believe. And now moving on here, you have garnet. Now we touched on garnet with this guy. That would be green garnet that I had mentioned earlier, and green garnet is nice. Green garnet, but like red garnet. There's another name for this. Aventurine. I don't. Sorry. I don't know how to pronounce it, but okay. So red garnet is great as well. Red garnet is all about solidifying your heart, right? It's more solidifying your heart and core, and then it's love. It's more about solidifying it and making it strong and stable, and it allows love to flow. It's nice. It's really nice. Garnet's great again for people that need that extra fortitude in the heart. You know, maybe you're kind of feeling down and out. Maybe you need more protection. I would go with garnet. Totally. Absolutely. Last but not least, we have a piece of emerald here. I'm going to put these back. Put this right here. So, emerald. What is, emerald? Emerald's great. I love emerald as well. Emerald has to do with healing the heart itself. It's a very physically healing stone. It's very like heart, physical, healing, nurturing kind of stone. When I hold this stone like so, like I was talking about earlier, and I just kind of relax. It's such a nice like physical healing sensation. I feel the energy build up in my heart, in my chest area. It's a nice healing sensation. It's all about physical healing, and I love that. A lot of people need that, especially for the heart these days. So that's it, guys. There's one more stone I forgot to mention. It's called Dragonstone Jasper. I don't really have a small piece of it, but Dragonstone Jasper is a strong fortitude stone, just like garnet. It's very similar to garnet. Strong fortitude with love, but that's it. And the heart has so many different frequencies. And because of that, there's so many different stones, and I've touched on maybe 50-60%. That's just throwing out a number. Like I really don't know about every single stone and mineral and crystal and gem that's out there. There's thousands, right, that help the heart, but I'm sure there's many more than just what you see here. These are the basics, What I recommend, if you just need something for the heart, go with Rhodonite. Beautiful stone. Get a little cabochon like this, Cabochon, put it in your pocket. That's all you need. You get the heart flowing, love, heart, compassion, but you get fortitude. If you guys need to feel like, if you feel like you need to calm down more, and stay calm, get one of these. Get a piece of Larimar. Larimar is great for that. Blue lace agate is less common. Aquamarine is pretty common, but also can be pretty up there in terms of price. If you need something more spiritually healing, green Aventurine, common stone, or green apostolite. If you need to feel a little bit more joy, a little bit more passion, get a Carnelian or orange calcite. If you need more physical healing, go with the emerald, definitely. If you need a little bit more solidifying, strength, ruby fusite, the garnet, Rhodonite again, or if you just want an overall activator, I would just go with a red Aventurine. Rhodochorsite is great too, and everything else that I didn't mention is also great. Rose quartz, just be careful with it. Well, that's all, guys, for the Heart Energy Stones video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll have a link in the description below for the pineal energy stones video, which I made recently, and as well as the video on how to feel stone energy, which I made a couple years ago. That'll all be down in the description below, along with my website and my Etsy shop, in case you guys are interested in any of the stones you saw. I have some of them for sale. Look forward to a future video talking about stones that'll help with your solar plexus. And that's it. Thank you for watching again. And I know this one video was kind of longer because of all the different frequencies the heart puts out, and so there's, you know, stones to match that. Like I said in this video, the stones you saw are the stones in my personal collection. There's many more stones that also help with your heart that I probably didn't have here in this video. But these are the basics. So thank you again, guys.